Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn, a love reading, and this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take what does, and if it does not, leave the parts that do not resonate with you. All right, so we're going to get some romance angels, then we're going to get some tarot, look at past, current, and future energies, some clarifiers, and then close out with an oracle. All right, so what's going on with Capricorn? Relationships, love. All right. So we have forgiving and learning and healing family issues. So there's definitely some hurt. I feel like there's some hurt. There's some sadness, right? There's some things that you have to deal with. There's some things that you have to work through. Definitely when we're struggling with our family, that definitely affects our relationships because, you know, our family is our closest, right? For some of us, it's not, right? But for a lot of people, that you want to believe that your family has your best interest at heart, right? That you want to believe that your family is looking out for you, but sometimes that becomes a little much, and that there's some problems that have gone on that maybe there needs to be that forgiving and learning. It needs to maybe both sides of the situation were not discussed or worked through. So within your relationship with your partner, that could affect that. And it could also, if you're single, those relationships that you're picking, if those aren't working out and those are becoming toxic, it's like, well, maybe you have to look at those family issues, right? That is there something kind of, past childhood relationships, the relationships that you have with your parents, is that affecting your relationships that you're choosing now? It doesn't mean that it is. I'm just kind of putting that out there. Things to think about. And are those things that you have to work on? Are those that you have to deal with? Are those things that you have to, even though we don't want to face those or realize those, are those things that we have to work on? All right, past energy, we have the moon, and that is Pisces. We have the Ace of Cups, definitely with relationships, fighting, okay, Five of Wands, going back and forth, affecting, deception. Current energies, King of Cups, the Knight of Wands, and the Eight of Wands. Future energies, Six of Cups, Judgment, Page of Cups, and at the bottom of the deck we have Justice. All right, and that's Libra. So I almost feel like things definitely get balanced out here. So for past energies, we have the Moon, the Ace of Cups, and the Five of Wands. So I definitely feel that there is trouble going on in relationships. It could be a partnership, friendships, family member, whatever that is. It could go back to that healing family issues, forgiving and learning. There could be issues going on with your family, and that's stressing you out. And so that's causing that friction between you and your partner. I feel like there is some deception, not seeing things clearly, that there is some frustration. You're feeling it's almost shut down, okay? I feel like shut down. That's kind of coming in for me. I feel like it's a lot of emotions, a lot of feelings. I feel like the deception is almost that deception within yourself, that you're saying that you're over something or you've worked through something or something isn't bothering you, but it really is, because it's like that I don't really want to deal with it, right? Especially with the healing family issues and the forgiving and learning both coming out, I just feel like there's that energy that is really putting a damper on other relationships that you have. And I feel like it's just something that is just creating a lot of friction. All right, current energies. We have the King of Cups, we have the Knight of Wands, we have the Eight of Wands. So I feel like that's coming into that energy where you realize that you want things to become smoother, right? We have a lot of turbulence going on back here, but he's backlit by the sun, which is that sun energy coming through. And we have calmer waters right here. So I feel like it's kind of realizing, and then we have the the Knight of Wands, where we have this volcano exploding in the background, right? But he's going along this path, like that's going on in the background, but he's ignoring that, and he's like, yeah, I'm going to stay up here where these flowers are, right? Everything is very turbulent back here. Everything's kind of burning, and there's no growth or anything there, but up front there is that. And I feel like that's that kind of realizing, yeah, I want things to be calmer, I want things to be smoother, I want to leave the drama behind me, I want to leave the chaos, I want to leave the hurt, the negativity behind me. And what are those things that I need to do in order to move forward? Because I feel like with this Eight of Wands, it's like, get me away from that volcano, right? Get me away from all of this turbulence with the waves. Get me away from this Five of Wands. Get me away from that energy. And how do I work through these things? How do I get past these things? Maybe it's just like you don't want to be involved in the drama anymore. Sometimes we have those people around us that they say that they don't want drama, but they really do. And they have a lot. You can almost feel their energy. It's like this chaotic energy around them. And it's like, maybe before, like, maybe you're a fixer. Maybe you're trying to fix that energy. Maybe you're trying to help. But then it's like, I almost feel like if we have things that are going on in our life, and it's like, okay, I don't want to fix my problems, but I'll find someone else that needs some fixing, and I'll try and fix their problems. Like, I feel like I can fix the problems for that person. But in reality, it's like the one that needs fixing is you. I'm not saying that you do, but I'm just saying sometimes it's a thought, I found that was definitely for me, is that I always felt like I was a fixer. Like I was like, oh, and I would find these people that would be broken, that would have all of this drama going on and all of these problems and issues. And it was like, well, I would spend the time trying to fix them. I would lose myself even further. But it was like, in reality, I was the one that needed the fixing. I was the one that needed to work on myself. I needed to focus that attention on myself. And sometimes that's what happens, is that we don't want to deal with our own self energies and what we have to do. And so we're like, we'll just project and we'll say, okay, I'll help that person. I feel like here with this Judgment card, I feel like it's realizing that there is some fixing that you have to do within yourself. And I feel like it has to go back to childhood or family with the Six of Cups here. It could be something that was in your past that, maybe you felt abandoned, that you felt left out, that you felt that your emotional needs were not fulfilled as they should have been. And that happens a lot. I mean, that's definitely something that happened with me. And so that was something that I struggled with, and I looked for that emotional fulfillment in all the wrong places. So it took me some time to figure that out and to work on that. And I feel like this Judgment is that eye-opening moment, and the universe is saying, hey, look at yourself, right? Look at those things that you need to work on. And is there something that happened in the past, healing family issues or healing those things that have to be realized. And you can't go back and you fix it or change it, but it's like from this moment on forward that you can make that changes within yourself, right? All right. So let's get some clarifiers. We have the Justice card, which is that things start to happen for you, starting to feel that more balance, kind of realizing where those missing puzzle pieces are, those pieces that are missing, those the areas that need more tending to, right? All right, we have the Page of Swords, so I feel like that's delayed energy. So it could be things that have been delayed, but that this has gone on for a while, and now you're finally ready to make some decisions and some choices and some moves and figure out those solutions, right, that will help you to get past this forgiving and learning and healing family issues. New feelings, okay, we have a lot of young new energy here. We have the Page of Cups twice. We have the Page of Swords. I feel like this is new feelings, new emotions, new directions. Four of Swords, as I've said before, that doing that emotional work is definitely exhausting. And I definitely feel that it's exhausting, especially like even just doing tarot readings. I feel that it's exhausting for me too. Like I would love it if I could get like say 20 done in a day. But for me, it's emotionally exhausting. I can't get that many done because I almost like I start to get headaches and I get really tired and I can't focus and I feel this very heavy energy come over me, and it's just like, okay, I have to take a break. I have to walk away from it. And definitely with doing emotional work, you know, a lot of feelings and emotions, that's definitely something that is tiring. But I also feel like making sure that you take care of yourself and you take that break, that you kind of just let things go, that you kind of find that place where you can relax, right? And to not have to think about everything else that you have going on here with this forgiving and learning. I feel like it's also, we have the King of Cups here twice, so I feel like it's that wanting to get into that energy of where things just feel easier, where things flow better. We have the Devil card again, which is the Capricorn card, so is that coming into your own energy, releasing the toxic energy. Ace of Swords, overcoming situations, forgiving and learning, healing family issues, doing the healing that is best for you, and making sure that you're true to that, because sometimes people want to try and tell you how you should feel, but you feel the way that you feel, and that cannot be taken away from you. Like, don't accept less than that, right? You have that right to feel the way that you feel. Yeah, hello, High Priestess, feel the way that you feel. That's what you feel inside, those feelings are valid, and that no one else should lessen that, right? Working on it, working on things. Yeah, definitely there's a lot of work that needs to be done here, right? Working on things. Working on things, but if it becomes overwhelming, making sure that you step away from it. There's a lot of work to be done, but I feel like it's you coming into your own strength and your own power and your determination and not giving up, and that perseverance, and that getting that fire, right? That fire, that energy, that spark, that, you know, that feeling of, I can handle this, right? And it doesn't matter what other people have to say, and I'm not going to let that affect me anymore, that I'm not going to be that fixer for other people, because I need to get myself in a good place, and I need to surround myself with this like-minded people that are in a good place. Ace of Pentacles. New beginnings, new starts, a new you, a new physical, like, because that could also represent the physical. I feel like it's you physically feeling so much better because you're not carrying all of this heavy energy around with you. And it could be moving. It could be realizing that you're stronger than you thought you were. It was you taking control of situations and you setting down that strength within yourself, knowing that you can handle situations and that you can take care of it yourself, that doesn't need to be left up to other people. And I feel like it could be moving, a new house, a new job, a new area. Sometimes it feels better if we just kind of, if we've gone through so much in one area, right, where we're living, and there's a lot of triggers going on around us. It's like sometimes it feels better to have that fresh start. But it's like if you don't do that internal work and you don't work through those things, then you're just carrying that to a new space. So it's like also doing that, because we have the Ace of Cups here, which are emotions and feelings, and I feel like that's what you have to work on first, right? You have to get yourself into a good headspace first, and then I feel like then you're ready to move on to a new place, maybe a new living area, just because you don't want to carry the baggage with you, that emotional baggage with you to your new place, because it's not going to fix anything. It may be a temporary band-aid on something, but I feel like overall then those problems are just going to follow you. But I feel like it's once you work through that, then moving to a new space really helps you to continue that Ace of Cups energy moving forward. All right, so let's get an animal oracle. Porcupine spirit. Time for beginner mind. Exactly. Exactly. That's what this reading is that beginner beginner mind, starting new, starting fresh. And that's what I was saying with the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. I feel like it's those new starts, that beginner, new beginning, new starts, right? Forgiving and learning, healing family issues, moving on, and starting fresh. All right. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.